A warm welcome to you all. It's my singular honor to and gratitude to be on this platform, the radical womanhood, the radical womanhood, and to our special host, the visionary founder and leader, my own personal Aunt Irene. Thank you for the opportunity to talk and share about this topic. It's one that's particularly dear to my heart. We all have been through or currently going through, or some of us at some point would definitely go through, this journey, that phase of life. So long as you're a woman, of course, this does happen to our male counterparts too. It's womanhood, it's singleness, singlehood, but I like to call it the launchpad stage. I remember a great lesson from a lovely movie, Cool Runnings. There was this young, talented Jamaican athlete who had his heart and soul set on winning a gold medal in the Olympics. In a series of events, he finally lands himself in the Olympics and his eyes set on the gold medal, of course. Just before he would start beginner's race, his coach walks up to him and says, "Listen, kid, a gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you are not enough without it, you will never be enough with it." And how oftentimes have we said, "Oh, only if I had that job, oh, I'll have a perfect life, oh, only if I were in love, oh, things would be sweet, oh, if I had that role, if I drove that car, if I lived in that part of the country, or if I lived in the next country." And the list just goes on and on of what could or what ifs and other things that can make us feel happy and have a perfect life. Life, like they say, is what you make out of it, and I honestly believe that. Without further ado, we'll go right into our topic for today, singlehood. I like to call it the launchpad stage. This is the most, for a woman, I must say, in my own perspective, this is the most beautiful and most wonderful time of your probably entire life. Oh, why do I say that? It's only time you have your time to yourself. You can do as you wish. You can go and come freely. You are even allowed to make some mistakes, and who cares? You're living, right? It's life, you're discovering. But I realized early enough that for me, marriage wasn't, at that point, wasn't an achievement, so to speak. Marriage was going to be an added achievement after I had gotten some basic things in my life sorted out. Being education, following my passion, discovering who I was. So I used the initial over 20 something years of my life discovering my purpose, discovering myself, preparing myself for that purpose, and living out that purpose. And that's what I really think what our early years are really for, to discover who we are. You spend this time, it looks like too much time in your hands, like, what do I do with all this time? There is a whole lot to do with this time. Discover who you are, discover your purpose, what takes you, figure out what you want early in life, discover your talents and life skills, use it to build yourself, use it to hone your potentials, use it to discover your strength, your weaknesses. Let it be the period to discover, to build charisma, to know what's, we have the Hollywood fantasy of what marriage should look like, but marriage is different for many people. In fact, it's said that marriage is an empty box. You get out what you put into it, And if you do not have anything on the inside of you, content that makes for a good marriage, you really will have not, you wouldn't have much to deposit into the box to be able to withdraw. So this moment, this period of your life is such a wonderful time to build yourself, to discover who you are. One, two, to discover what your purpose is, to prepare yourself, equip yourself with the tools, life skills. What is it that you've always wanted to do? You probably wanted to go on an adventure, or to volunteer to charitable causes, or you wanted to probably learn a skill, learn about music, take an extra education, whatever it is. This moment is the most beautiful time you can have whilst you're still young to pursue your life's dreams and your purpose and your fantasies. In fact, you want to go on a girls trip? Oh yes, this is a time, because children come and the mess of your lives. I am sorry to say, but that's the truth. And this is the time you have to do all of that. Next, your single period, your singlehood, your launchpad stage. This is the time for you to, we talked about discovering your purpose. It will be impractical to discover your purpose outside your creator, outside the purpose giver, which is God. It's a time to build, solidify your marriage, your relationship with Him. Because what? Knowing this, being in a relationship has a way of getting you all wrapped up or swarmed with all the activities of, oh, I have a new person in my life, or being married. And I honestly remember in the first 3 years or 4 years of being married, I practically, so a little background, I used to be this, I had such a beautiful relationship with God, in my single days, and I just had my life all, sorted out, planned, chilled. I was not easily ruffled. And in the first 3-4 years, everything all became wrapped up, because now it was no longer about, oh, I needed to go pray. It had to be, oh, we have to go pray. And if my partner is not ready, or he's busy or something, then I'm probably not going to end up praying. And I must be very sincere with you. One of the things, to be very honest, one of the things that I have missed the most,